this weekend is a weekend of big games. Talk about the Madrid derby, the Merseyside derby, and of course the Manchester derby. I almost said Manchester in the derby. Now we have Everton versus Liverpool at the Goodison Park. Now Joel, this is a match that you have to go to 2010 to find when Everton last beat Liverpool. Going into this, after Liverpool kupiga Manchester City 3-0 in the Champions League, do Everton stand any chance in this one?
Everton, they don't stand any chance because Liverpool are on top form. Top form kabisa. Because seeing the way they trashed Man City just shows for me only tofauti at this particular moment. Going to this game, Liverpool, I fancy Liverpool to win, but Big Sam akubalingi kulusa against Liverpool. Ukiangalia rekodi ya Big Sam against Liverpool, ameshinda sana against Liverpool. Apart from losing to Liverpool in FA, enye Van Dijk alifunga last minute to win that. So as Big Sam anaweza kuwa na some strange tactics.
So you're kind of 50-50 with the Big Sam factor, and of course Liverpool being that right now they're beating people up and down.
Something that will make me be 50-50 ni juu, like at this particular moment Liverpool wako Champions League, so they may like prefer to like reserve some players going to this game so that will inaweza affect. But if they are fighting for something against Everton, hawangechapa mbaya sana.
Okay, let's wait for the prediction. Jared, Liverpool have beaten City 3-0. Does this mean they are going to rest players for Everton? And then this is, they're playing for bragging rights in Merseyside. So how is this one going to pan out?
Since 2010 ndo unapata Everton ilipiga Liverpool. So hii ni kama confidence factor ama nini, ni kitu mental sasa. So going into this fixture, I'm sure like some of the players wanaona like, hey, hii ni Liverpool, sasa hivi venye Liverpool wako on form. There is just no way. Alafu another thing ni midfield trio ya all English midfield trio ya Liverpool. So me going into this fixture, alafu so unajua sasa Liverpool they are fighting near top 4. Ndo wanajua tumechukua top 4 sasa. Chelsea is like trailing out. I think Tottenham are like 8 points. Yeah. So hii ni kama tu wanangangana kuhakikisha nani atamaliza better position hiyo top 4. So for me I don't think they'll rest their players. I think they'll just go forward full throttle, and I think hii ni a game and you have to breeze through Everton. English Premier League inakujanga na surprises any day. Last weekend we saw Spurs beating Chelsea at Stamford Bridge for I think in 28 good years.
Yes.
Jared,
okay. I said it.
Yeah, we called it.
So, can we get a surprise at the Goodison Park?
Surprise at the Goodison Park, I don't see anything happening there. This is this derby. For a very long time, it used to be one of the most exciting derbies. But for the last 8 or 7 years or so, Liverpool has been dominating thoroughly. The last time Everton beat Liverpool, it was in 2010. So, for me, when you look at Liverpool's formation, the attack and the midfield is just out of this world. And being a team that attacks well, I don't see any way that Everton, the Toffees, are going to
beat Liverpool.
Yeah.
Now, Joel, you remember when Sam Allardyce came to Everton? I think Liverpool was one of these first few games, and Liverpool were flying then. Everton were kind of dwindling in terms of run of form, but Ali, he made sure that he defended so well, likes of Holgate, Wayne Rooney in the midfield, and Williams, Calvert-Lewin. Can he deploy a defensive style of football and thwart Liverpool's chances of scoring?
I think at this particular moment, Everton is playing a certain style, which is, you can't say is defensive system of football. Like when they played, mostly their games like against Man City and the previous game, they play with normal Pickford, and then there's Jagielka, then there's Ken, on this other side there's Baines, and there's Coleman, and still in the midfield we have Guy, but the guy didn't play this game. So after Sigson and Guy are injured, so Morgan Snodling played in the midfield with Rooney as well as with Calvert-Lewin. Then in front we have the Jack Dawson, Walcott, and and Bolasie on this other side. So I think their first 11 at this particular moment is constant, maybe due to injury or suspension, so they can change. But they have a constant first 11 which they have played both small teams and big teams. So going to this game, I think we'll just attack. And then again, when I watch Liverpool playing against Crystal Palace, it is like give me that morale that they are like chasing to win all games in Premier League, like wow, they played against Man City in Champions League. So for me, in this game, I won't fancy Liverpool to win like Liverpool a big win, maybe to be like a draw or Everton.
So call it. You go
2-1.
2-1
Everton or draw.
So 1 or X.
Yeah.
Jared, for Everton to get a result, what should they do different as you call the game?
Even if they park the bus, venye Mourinho yeye ufanya, I don't fancy them in any way. There is no way they're going to win this match. They're going to lose. The only thing they can do is make sure they don't lose by a big margin. So as he has said, maybe 2-1, but for me it will be in favor of Liverpool.
Yoga.
Just for Klopp to make sure his midfield is okay, since his attack is out of this world, Kina Mane, Salah, Firmino. So I expect either of those 3 players to score. So
call it.
I'll call it 2-1. 2-1 in favor of Liverpool.
Okay, that is the Merseyside derby. Everton versus Liverpool at Goodison Park. Manchester derby at the Etihad Stadium. Of course, this is a game that Premier League title is involved. If Manchester City win, they are crowned the Premier League champions. But how will they do it against their city rivals? Now, since we have Manchester United fans on the set, let's start there. Joel, would Jose Mourinho want City to win the Premier League title against him?
Jose Mourinho, the first thing you need to know is a sadist man. Atakangi fry. Like you remember when Liverpool was in the break like of winning a certain Premier League, I'll make sure I'm a bit. So this game going to Etihad and Man City having Champions League in their mind, I'm very sure a couple of players, first team players of Man City play. Na wakicheza watacheza like full game. And end of the day, Manchester United is the team may rest since Saturday after playing against Swansea. So players may rest and they are going for this big game. And then what will make this game be like a fight of must win is how Manchester City players reacted after winning at Old Trafford. Kulikuwa na raptures, kulikuwa na vita, so many people were hurt after the game because they celebrated so much. So hiyo inaenda kama revenge because they celebrated wakaonyesha sijui nini, so they are going back to look for revenge to make sure these people were celebrated. And so they're not winning the league against Manchester United.
Who needs to win the most, Manchester United or Manchester City?
I'll say it's for pride. Manchester needs to win so that at least we can say Jose Mourinho is not far way off than Klopp because you are than Pep.
Let's wait for the predictions for you to call for us this game, whether it's going to be Manchester United winning 2-1. Jared, Manchester City were beaten 3-0 against Liverpool, and that means next Tuesday they're playing in the Champions League return leg. You might be tempted to say that Pep would rest players against Manchester United.
If Man City win here, they will beat United's record of 2000-2001. Record of earliest win by a week, and both games played and by a week. So going into this fixture and knowing Mourinho, I'm sure he'll not want Man City to beat these guys. Atapak huko nyuma akae, then knowing Pep venye amepigwa 3-0 by Liverpool, atamwa kurest up let's say some of his key players, and they won't go full throttle venye tunajonga Man City ni wale total football twende score as many goals as possible. So hii itakuwa a very cagey match for me, and with all things considered, I think a draw will suffice.
For the first time, you're
Man
kind of
City's.
positive on Manchester United. Yoga, Manchester City having lost 3-0 at Liverpool, and then this is a derby that even if you're performing poorly, if you're performing poorly on other games, you have to put your foot forward to at least get a result. The way they did at Old Trafford and they beat Manchester United 2-1. Can they do a double over Mourinho?
When you look at this match on paper, kila mtu anafikiri, everybody thinks that Manchester City is the team to beat Manchester United. But at the end of the day, ukiangalia vile Mourinho, his performance this season against the top 4 teams, most of the people have been saying that before the match start, people have been saying that Mourinho is going to lose. At the end of the day, he has been surprising people. So going into this match, as much as Joel was saying about Mourinho, na ego yake, na the way he is, he won't let Manchester City come out and win the league wakiwa home ama versus big team like Manchester United. So Mourinho is going to do whatever it takes for him to get out there, and most probably is going to surprise people the way he surprised during Liverpool, Chelsea, and Tottenham.
And even Arsenal.
Even Arsenal, yeah.
So, Joel, you know, Mourinho, is this one of those games that we expect likes of under Herrera, Fellaini to start?
For me, I will expect Herrera to start, but not Fellaini. Fellaini, the game ni ya pace. Fellaini anayo speed ya kutackle na kuharass na kuintercept. So I'll expect Herrera to start ahead of the small boy, the Tommy McMinn. So Herrera will start in the midfield alongside Pogba and Matic. Then you combine, of course, Sanchez will attend the other side, Lukaku, then probably Lingard or Mata. Because personally I expect Mata, but due to the form in Lingard akonayo, the previous assist and the previous assist na goals. So I think Lingard will start on the right side. Then probably kutakuwa na change maybe in the defense. We'll bring back Bailey inside and Smalling, Valencia, Young. I think the normal team won't defend this game. At the end of the day, Man City, if you want to win against Man City, you have to press them. Ukiwa press sana to their own half, they make mistakes. If we like sit back and try to defend, tutapigwa. But if we just open the game, tucheze, because to them they are not like pushing this game, then we can win. For me to call the game, I will say maybe a 3-1.
Mourinho will never press you. Mourinho will sit back. If this was Manchester United playing Man City, probably I'll give them, let's say, your game ingesha 1-0. Because Mourinho will score the first goal and sit back. Maybe angoja watu wafanye mistake, then score the second goal.
Lukaku last week scored his 100th goal in the Premier League. So can he be the game changer in this one?
Game changer, me, I'll nah, not Sanchez.
A goal and assist.
No, I'd go maybe with Lingard.
Lingard?
Yeah, for me, I'll go with
So
Lingard.
call for us the game. 1-1, 0-0, 2-2, 3-3?
Okay, of course, I hate Manchester United with a passion. You know that.
I
I'll
think
never
Planas
want
will
them to win. Yeah, so I'm going to this. Maybe I'll be a little bit biased. I'll say maybe 2-1 for Man City, but knowing Mourinho, I'll say 1-1. 1-1. Yeah.
All right, Yoga.
Yes.
For Man City, for them to get this Premier League, you know, this is a game that has Premier League title at stake.
Yeah.
City want to win the Premier League, then wa relax sasa na vitu zingine, maybe tuseme Champions League wa relax. What should they do differently from what we used to from them?
For Man City, they just have to press. Continue pressing the vile au cheza they just press and press and press and press. But for Manchester United, Mourinho tunamjuanga anapenda defensive sana. Mourinho is out there to fight and make sure that they don't win at Etihad, so they may be a surprise. The game inaweza enda hata Manchester United inaweza shinda 1-0.
Manchester United wanaweza shinda 1-0. Let's wait and see what will happen at the Etihad Stadium. What I would not want as a football fan and somebody who has been, watching English Premier League every season is that City wasishinde hii ligi, like we still have 6 matches or 7 matches to go na tayari ligi ishaenda. Tumezoea Premier League, inashindwa
to the last man.
To the last game. So for me, I'm praying that Jose Mourinho should do for us something, and of course, since he's a tactical genius, he can mastermind a draw and push this league maybe next week or something else. Cristiano Ronaldo, after scoring a spectacular goal against Juventus in Italy, is meeting now Atletico Madrid in the Madrid derby at Santiago Bernabeu. It's a big game across La Liga this weekend, and of course, even on our side, we have to look into that game and hear from Joel, Jared, and Yoga. Jared, Cristiano Ronaldo, after scoring such a goal and is meeting rivals like Atletico Madrid, hapa pia anaenda kung'ara ama vipi?
Definitely. Hii game lazima tu atashine because they are hot in heels of Atletico Madrid. Yeah, so and another thing venye aliscore that spectacular goal. Sahi confidence yake iko on another level. So alafu tena there is another individual called Luka Vasquez. He's the guy who has the highest number of assists among Real Madrid players. So I'll fancy him starting in this game because by the look of things, he's the person who's making things work. Isco is injured, so I don't think he'll feature in this fixture. Another guy, Luka Modric. So by all means, going into this fixture, I have Real Madrid as favorites of winning this fixture.
Joel, derbies are games that at times inakonga very hard to predict. I know ingekuwa Champions League tungesema hii ni Real Madrid any day, but if you look at the first leg, walitoka 0-0. So and we know someone Atletico Madrid's coach is a kind of a guy who likes kind of defending at times, also attacking very hard going forward, but is going to miss Griezmann in this game. How can they approach such a game against without that talisman in the name of Griezmann?
For Atletico Madrid, all their big games they defend. Regardless they are playing home or away, they will always defend their games. Like this year, they've only lost 2 games. They lost to Barcelona and they lost to Villarreal like 2 weeks ago. Yeah. So to them, when big teams come knocking, they lose their mentality, they lose their formation, and they start defending. I watched their game against Deportivo La Coruna on Sunday, and they played a very boring game because they only scored 1 goal through a penalty, which was not like a clear penalty because it was just a free kick, somebody put someone into the penalty. So they scored only 1 goal, they could not create another goal, they were not like open chances, at miss chances or no open chances, no highlights of that game, but they won 1 lead because Pia Deportivo La Coruna is a team that is being relegated at the end of the day. So for them playing against Real Madrid, which are on top form, Real Madrid this year,
2018 wako sawa.
Like when they were playing against Las Palmas, they had like 4 or 5 of their players not traveling to Las Palmas, but they still won. Including Ronaldo. And they still won. So going to this game where I fancy all those players will be there because the Juve game is like they're like home and dry against Juve. So for me, it will be a big win for Real Madrid.
I keep on saying this. Derbies zinakonga tricky games.
Very unpredictable.
I will keep on repeating this. Chelsea were beaten by Spurs at home last weekend. Can Atletico Madrid borrow such a leaf from Spurs and beat Real Madrid at Santiago Bernabeu?
I don't think so. I don't think so, Kabisa. Because the Real Madrid form right now, in fact...
But from here, iko sawa in terms of Champions League. But league kidogo.
Iko kidogo, but like ile motivation wametoka nayo after beating Juve, coming through, alafu unaona vile pia the team, the formation of the team and everything, the defense, the midfield, the attack, Cristiano Ronaldo, 26 goals in 13 matches. I don't think Atletico stand a chance here.
So we say Atletico Madrid wanapenda kudefend, Jared. Do you think if they approach this game like that, they can get a result? The same way they did it and Wanda Metropolitano and they got an 0-0 draw?
Yeah, okay. If they defend, by all likelihood, they might get a result. But, okay, Koke is the person who's pulling the strings for Atletico Madrid. And right now, he's on form, I can say that. But another thing that might work for Atletico Madrid is Diego Costa. Because Diego Costa is the person who, okay, if you look at all the matches that Atletico Madrid have played with him in the team, their winning ratio is actually very high. They score maybe 2-3 goals. Diego Costa stretches the defense, and he allows other players like the likes of Akna Correa to come in and score. So maybe they use Diego Costa to stretch the defense, but knowing Ramos and Varane, I don't think they will actually give him the time to actually stretch them and create spaces in between for Akna Correa to score.
So what I'm hearing on the set is that Real Madrid are going to win this game. Call for us 3-1, 1-0, 2-0.
Maybe 2-0.
2-0 Real Madrid. For you?
Same, 2-0.
2-0. And you?
I think Atletico will score, but Real will win at the end of the day.
Right.
3-1.
3-1. After losing to Tottenham Hotspur at Stamford Bridge last weekend, Chelsea welcome another London rivals in the name of West Ham United that beat them last year. And of course, guys, it's sad that Chelsea lost against Spurs last weekend. Joel, how will they react after that loss against Spurs?
For me, Chelsea will use this game to like get their morale back and get to their winning strike. So for me, I fancy this as an easy win for Chelsea because before West Ham, ishinde Southampton, they were in a like 4 or 5 games without a win, draw and losses.
And they surprised us by beating Southampton 3-0.
But Southampton is just Southampton because other people are win, change manager, they don't know their formation, they can't score, they can't create chances. So for West Ham, beating them was like more expected. Then West Ham pia ishindi away, going to this London derby. I fancy Chelsea winning because even Chelsea game yao na Spurs si ati ilikuwa our insided affair because first half Chelsea ilikuwa imepush Spurs sana creating so many chances and not finishing them.
Tungoje predictions because I can feel that you have a feeling that this game is ended to Chelsea direction. Let's wait for the prediction. Jared, Chelsea were beaten by Spurs, and if you look at how they are performing against London rivals, not good. I think they beat Spurs, they beat Crystal Palace. After Crystal Palace beating them against Arsenal was something bad. So against West Ham that beat them, how will they react in this one?
Yeah, West Ham beat you guys Chelsea 1-0 in December.
Yes,
if I remember correctly. Another thing is the top 4. Nikama, it's all but gone. You're now trailing Tottenham by 8 points. Going into this fixture, by all means, I think this is where Chelsea will bounce back after being humbled by Tottenham 3-1, as I said.
You called it right.
Yeah, I called it right. So I think this is where Chelsea will bounce back, and I think you will win this fair and square.
Yoga, yes. I keep on repeating this, Premier League is one that is that league that surprises zitakuja any day. Yeah. West Ham beat Southampton 3-0.
That was
Chelsea losing 3-1. Can we have a surprise at Stamford Bridge against West Ham United?
Nah, I don't think there's going to be any surprise. This game at Stamford Bridge, I'll call it redemption day for Chelsea. So for Chelsea, coming out, Nashindanga nikisema they are coming out like a wounded lion. So they are coming out there in terms of their formation and the team, the way it is gelled and everything. They are out there to prove themselves. At least for them, what they are looking for is to grab points, and they are going nothing short of 3 points at the Stamford Bridge. So believing it or out, Moyes, for the last leg you won, but for this is redemption day for Chelsea. They just need to win it, and they will win it straight.
Joel, you and I know very well that when it comes to playing against a team that is fighting for relegation, it's very, very hard in such a game. West Ham are not safe. Can they organize themselves defensively? Because David Moyes is not known for such kind of attacking football when it comes to playing against big teams. You remember when he played against Manchester City, he defended, but they were disappointed late in that game. Can he deploy somewhat defensive style of football na apate results?
I think he'll at a defend, but sidhani kama atapata results. The
reason why I'm asking you that Chelsea, as having watched them play against teams that are defensively organized, they tend to struggle.
Are you trying to say you lack creativity?
Because one thing I'll add on is that Chelsea have an advantage of scoring through set pieces. They have like tall players and they can score from free kicks with Alonso who's on super form in free taking.
I think he's one of the best.
And still West Ham are not very good at defense. So if they try to defend, and still pia kuna injuries mingi, which bado players wengi wajarudi, like kina Lanzini are not yet back, Masaku came back recently. So at the end of the day, still they can't defend for like 90 people the players they have, because these are not the normal, like they are defenders when you want to stand there mpaka ifike. At the end of the day, if you are defending, you need to have personnel to defend. These are players that can make error even in the first minute, and you're expecting them to defend for 90 minutes.
So call for us, West Ham, Chelsea versus West Ham at Stamford.
It's a big win for Chelsea. Probably I'd say 3-0.
3-0. Things that turn me on. Jared.
I'll give West Ham a go. So maybe 3-1.
3-1.
Yeah.
So bado mko your side mko 3. Yoga.
First of all, Chelsea, just pray and hope that Couture is back. Defense yenyu na goalkeeping itawasaidia kushinda.
So tunashinda.
Chelsea is going to win.
So, before Chelsea versus West Ham game, the precursor of that, we have Arsenal versus Southampton at the Emirates Stadium. Faster. This one looks easy. But remember, at St. Mary's, Giroud saved Arsenal blushes. They were almost losing that game. But Giroud is not there anymore.
But Arsenal versus Southampton team ijashinda. Huwezi kusema ati Southampton ilishinda like yesterday or the other day. This game is a very easy game for Arsenal. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang ako hapo hivyo. Mkhitaryan still unajua like Arsenal iko na big squad, inaweza chezesha wengine cha Europa alafu irudi chezesha wengine EPL, and still the game is on Sunday. So watakuwa wameshajua like other teams zimechezaje, then for them is just to like to win.
So ni rahisi.
Easy, very easy, hata kushinda ile nyingine ya last week.
Jari, naona unatabasamu. So Arsenal is one team that when you expect them to win, they disappoint you. So instinctively on the set we think they can win. Can they disappoint us?
That was during the Giroud era. You expect them to win, they don't win. But now we have Aubameyang. You know what I'm saying? Aubameyang. So going into this fixture, the guy has 5 goals in 6 matches. Yeah. He actually passed a hat-trick just to give Lacazette a penalty, ndio at least apate confidence going into the
No player does that, right?
Yeah, no player has ever done that. I don't think.
Cristiano has also done that.
You pass a hat-trick. Kama kawaida Aubameyang lazima ekele kitu. Na Arsenal ishinda.
Washinde rahisi.
Yeah, rahisi.
Yoga, hii rahisi kwa Arsenal ama pengine Southampton walete shida?
Players to watch: Lacazette, Aubameyang, Ozil. Straight win for Arsenal.
Mkhitaryan.
Straight win for Arsenal.
No.
All right. That is Chelsea versus West Ham United at Stamford Bridge, and of course Arsenal versus Southampton at the Emirates Stadium. And of course, you can always talk to us on our social media platforms. Our Facebook page is Final Whistle, and of course Twitter at Final Whistle UK, Instagram at Final Whistle UK. For me, Chelsea win, and maybe just give an Arsenal win.